EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Set, hut, 50, 10, touchdown, 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check, 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 check. Okay, Bill. Hey, 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. Zip it. Grab. Kill. Check the backer, check the backer. Shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. 6, right there. 56. Marcus, defense. X3. 218, chop. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 50, check 50. Right there. 50.
Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
There you are. Now don't go. Twig, hold. Twig. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, Magic. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hassan. Pretty quiet, team.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. And now here's a timeout call. By the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Murray now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down. Henry. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming at you. Henry. I'm coming after you. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This one caught by Isabella. And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
On 1st down, Slade, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Sam off.
2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Right there, 56. Leo! Hey, Haywood! 56.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Exit. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 21-0 our score after 1.
On the ready.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Now Taylor. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
All day, defense, all day.
Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, let's go.
Looking to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Yep.
The give to Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Come to my work. We want it. Come. General West. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Go. Motion. Hey. High 7. 53's a mark. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Carton, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3 buzz. Shift.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Ready, set. 6, Mike 56. I'm coming. Smooth. 56 recon, 132 fighter. Here we go. Check 3. Hey, Foxtrot. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
80 weapon. Switch. Look at me. Go. Rock it. Fight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
53, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Check, 53. Bravo. Check, 53's Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
The third down pass.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Let's go.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Finding room at the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Matchbox lights. They're running at 50. Hey, Alpha. 56. Hey. 56.
2nd and 6. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Taylor, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's what I do.
Here's Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
2nd and 9 now. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Slam. Hey, alert 3. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 5.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. 1-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Check 56. I'm here all day. Snap.
On first down, it's Taylor. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 58's the money.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Forced out. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Okay, ready? 3, 4. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Get that quarterback. And all. Shoot, shoot, shoot. X3. 218, chop. 5, 5.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This is Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set 70, Indy. Rip left, rip left. Hey, 2. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Hey. Defense.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah.
They'll try the left side. It's Taylor, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Orbit. Here we go. 53 to Mike, 53.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What we got? Hey, check back.
On third down, Taylor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Tackles. 56 to Mike. 56. Go. Fight.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Slade. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Slade, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.